You're mine now.
Someone's coming. Not exactly subtle.
Come on, girl. Who?
Huh?
Shit's got ambush all
Hey.
over.
Think someone's out there. Nothing there now. Who's out there?
Got it. What the hell was that?
Why do they always gotta fight back?
I got all day. Sweet. Nice.
Cease at once! The vault doors were meant to withstand a direct nuclear strike. Your attempts to breach this facility are laughable. Leave at once, or will be consequences. When will you tire of this futility? Will not forgive this vandalism. Whoever you are, stop! What? You have a Pip-Boy? Wait. Are you Vault-Tec? Have you finally come to save me? Please. I'm trapped behind a mountain of rubble. The key to freeing me is getting the workshop operational. First, lift the security lockdown and get to the reactor room. It's been hard to maintain the faith. So many years stranded here. But you can assure Dr. Braun, if he's even still around, that I have used the time productively. The great work is ready to begin. Good. Very good. Vault-Tec workshops require their control board to function. During emergencies, the procedure is to store it in the reactor room. Look in there, you should find it.
Anyone you walk away.
You aren't what I was expecting. You do have a Pip-Boy. You're from a vault. But you're clearly not with Vault-Tec. What are you doing here? Why did you help me?
I heard the Vault-Tec radio beacon, and I came.
Those intruders must have triggered it by attempting to force the main door. I wasn't actually expecting anyone to answer it. After all this time, my name is Valerie Barstow, and I was to be the overseer of this vault. But please, follow me. I have a proposal for you. It's been a hard 200 years. I was giving a tour of what was to be my pride and joy, my vault. Then the earthquakes, sirens. Many died. Perhaps they were lucky. What are you doing? I'm sorry. The construction crew didn't fare as well as me. They've never done anything hostile towards me, though. It's probably best if you put them out of their misery. Do what you have to do.
I don't. One way to get that cool.
I'll wait for you to finish. It's...
Look who it is. Going for it now.
tried digging my way to the entrance,
Hey
but
there.
there was simply too much rubble for the equipment to handle. What a momentous day. Here, among these papers, is my life's work. I'd like to share it with you. Dr. Braun tasked me with something vital. A series of prototypes and their related, well, experiments that could redefine society. But, as you can see, things did not go according to plan.
What are these experiments?
Ingenious devices that will improve the efficiency and health of a community. They are admittedly prototypes and may have a design flaw or two, but nothing that can't be fixed with some elbow grease.
You mentioned Dr. Braun? Who is he?
Dr. Braun is the head of the Societal Preservation Plan. A brilliant scientist and administrator. And, no doubt, dead. A tremendous loss.
Sounds like you've had a pretty tough time.
I've had many dark days down here. Even despair. But the work, always the work, sustained me. This vault was meant to be spacious, full of trained staff, trusted subordinates and scientists. Despite how things have played out, I see opportunity. Let us work together, as partners.
Let's do this then.
Good. Excellent. We cannot begin until I have my overseer's desk to run the experiments. The information in the desk's terminal will prove vital. I entrust you with the future of our vault. Vault 88. Finally, my overseer's desk. And a proper Vault Tech terminal. I can hardly believe it. My overseer's desk. After all this time.
Hi.
Give me a chance to consult the desk terminal. This. Please, I beg your indulgence. I've waited so long. But we must not dally. The work compels us. The vault was supposed to have a very specific set of residents. After all, to conduct human trials, you need the perfect test subjects.
So what makes perfect test subjects?
Healthy. Well, healthy enough. And people we can get an accurate baseline on quickly. And they need a willingness to take on a certain element of risk.
let's find ourselves a guinea pig.
The Vault Tech Handbook urges overseers to refrain from using that word, no matter how apt. I see you've already turned on the Vault's radio beacon. Good. While we wait for word to spread, perhaps you might use this time to explore Vault 88. If you can clear some of the rubble, you may be able to access some of the other building sectors. Any materials or equipment that survived may prove useful in our experiments.
There we go. Hey,
Do something for you?
there we go.
Getting along. this way. Not that it's an option.
Hey,
I'll see what I can do.
nice. Hi.
Just a moment and we can begin. Please, step forward. Ah, yes. Welcome. Welcome.
So, this here's a vault, right?
Quite correct. And you could be one of our lucky new residents.
You do got food in this vault, right?
Of course. And a chance at a new life. A question or two first, however. What do you think is the role of a good government?
Government? What the hell are you talking about?
It's all right. We're the good guys. Just answer the questions.
You seem... All right. Okay. From what I heard, them governments are why everything's radioactive.
You won't do for our special assignment. But welcome to our vault. Your new home. If she is representative of what's left above, the outside world must be rougher than I imagined. Are you ready for the next interview?
Why didn't she work as a test subject?
Skeptics and cynics rarely produce good data. No, we need someone willing to cooperate.
Let's continue.
All right. Hello. Welcome to Vault 88.
This is a real nice place you have here. Real nice. And I can go wherever I like, right?
Within reason, yes. But I have a question for you.
Sure. What do you want to know?
A hypothetical. Let's say the reactor core is melting down, and you're the only one who could stop it.
Is there something wrong with your reactor?
No, it's fine. Just pretend, so you can stop the meltdown. But you'd suffer from extreme radiation exposure. What would you do?
Well, whatever you'd like. If you don't mind, I'm anxious to look around.
Why are you here?
Just come here to lend a hand, right? I want to do whatever it takes to help out.
If you're thinking about ripping us off, don't.
Listen, it's hell up there. If you really give me food and a place to stay, I'll be good. Just don't go expecting me to jump in a reactor for you.
I think we could use him in our vault.
As long as you guys are on the level, I'll give this thing a try. Honest.
I appreciate your candor. You can stay, but you're not what we're looking for. Go ahead and get acquainted with your new home. What a colorful gentleman. Clearly he won't work for our experiments. Here's hoping third time's a charm.
It's not his fault. You have to look out for yourself out there if you want to survive.
I certainly trust your instincts on this. Mine are, shall we say, rusty from all the years of solitude. Next. Hello. Welcome to your new home.
Wow. A real overseer. I am so happy to be here. Hi. My name is Clem.
Yes. Clem, is it? Before you settle in, I have some questions.
Oh, okay. Sure. I'll answer anything you like.
Well, that's good. Here's a scenario. You've been assigned guard duty. You know, stand watch and make sure outsiders don't breach the perimeter. But from inside the vault, you hear a woman screaming. What would you do?
You want me to guard something? Sure. I can do that. I can do that right now, if you want. But I don't hear any screaming, Lady Overseer.
Nothing to be nervous about. Think about it and answer.
Yeah, sorry. Well, if you tell me to guard, I guard. And I won't leave my post unless you tell me to. Is that okay?
Another question for you. What can you tell me about your mother?
Oh, she passed. But she was nice. You would have liked her. She killed a mole rat once.
Really? That's remarkable. Describe the traits you most admire about her.
Well, she was strong because of the mole rat, and she fed me. God, I'm sorry. This place is so much better than the ditch I was living in.
Surely there are other traits you liked about her.
Well, no matter how bad things got, she put us kids first. She fought until the end, too.
We're looking for a volunteer, Clem. Someone to test some new devices that will help everyone. Are you interested?
You mean I can stay? I mean, yes! I'll help out. I like helping. That's me, Clem. Always willing to help out.
Yes. I think you'll do nicely. And no time like the present to commence. Now that we have, Clem, we are ready to begin. The first step is to get him properly equipped and dressed. There should be supplies in the welcome area near the entrance.
Hello.
Our first vault residence. What a moment. But, on to business. Exercise is an inherently selfish activity. Instead of using every hour, every minute, to further the goals of the community, a resident instead improves their body past the minimum requirements. Vault-Tec has devised a solution. The Power Cycle 1000. While you pedal, you provide raw power to the vault. A perfect answer to an inherently counterproductive practice.
But doesn't society benefit from healthy citizens?
Overall, our research indicates it does not. True, some short-term medical costs are mitigated. But exercise leads to longevity, which extends how long the elderly drain the vault's resources. No, exercise overall is a societal ill we should and can cure.
Settlements can always use power.
Precisely. The prototype is far from perfect. There were incidences during its R&D. Maybe even the stray cerebral hemorrhage.
What? Overseer?
Oh, Clem. Don't worry yourself. This model won't suffer from those defects.
Oh, good.
Well, probably. Let me download the schematic to your Pip-Boy. Build it and attach a terminal to choose the parameters of the experiment. Work Clem hard. Give me power.
I want to trade a few things.
I'm just so excited to be here. I'll do good. You'll see. This is all there is to it? So I'll keep pedaling. This is kind of fun. Whoa, that was... Wow. Oh, boy. I'm feeling really good. This cycle's the best! Whee!
I just... I just want to trade a few things.
I'm just so excited to be here. I'll do good. You'll see.
Push Clem to the limit. The power must flow.
Oh, man! I'm sorry! I broke your vault. I just got so excited and I wanted to do a good job and I kept pedaling faster and faster. And then the whole vault went kablooey. Please don't kick me out.
I was looking at the data for the power cycle. The power output of the unit was, well, acceptable.
Is that test done already? I want to do more. Woo.
My, such enthusiasm. Perhaps I underestimated the advantages of applied narcotics.
Once I do your next thing, can I go back and cycle?
For the next experiment, we'll need something from outside. Vault-Tec subcontracted out chemical research to Hallucigen Incorporated. It was supposed to be delivered before. But with the mail service out of commission, other arrangements must be made.
The whole world we knew died. Don't you care?
Enormously. That's why these experiments must succeed. We must make sure the inheritors of the Earth have every advantage.
I'll be back before you know it.
Excellent. Just grab a package for Overseer Barstow. Once we have that, we can start the next experiment.
I just need to trade gear with you.
Okay.
The power cycle is just the best. Man, wow.
So strange having people about.
I have those chemical formulas for you.
Marvelous. Now we can reform another societal picadillo. The hydration break. Whether it rears its head around the coffee pot, water cooler, or soda fountain, it's a menace. Vault-Tec scientists have conducted experiment after experiment to eliminate this inefficiency. But people feel an irrational need to socialize. So if they must squander their time, let us turn it into the collective good with chemistry.
What? Aren't chemicals bad for you?
Oh, Clem, you worry so much, my boy. Everything you eat and drink is made of chemicals, don't you know?
Oh, right. That's very interesting, Lady Overseer.
These are just special chemicals.
What type of chemicals are we talking about?
Well, that's up to you. But from what I've read, the R&D folks really outdid themselves.
Let's get started.
So build the soda fountain, and then serve refreshments to our residents. And Clem, if you get thirsty on the job, feel free to have a cool, refreshing beverage.
Gee, thanks.
Inside, you got,
I'm open for business. The soda fountain's open. Want to be the first customer?
Depends. How much does it cost?
Oh, it's free.
Really? Well, I guess then.
The soda fountain shows enormous potential.
All the soda you can drink.
Ugh, it tastes... it tastes funny.
Make sure to come back. So damn hungry. Maybe I'll get another drink. Not a bad job manning the soda fountain.
Water's too
Hey there.
scarce down here.
You here to check up? I got a customer right here. You're back!
Oh, yeah, this vault's amazing. Just great. Wow.
Yeah, just great. It's so great I don't even know what I'm saying.
Neither do I.
Hey,
To think we've turned the simple soda fountain into something noble. Ah, it fills me with pride. On to the next prototype. Ugh, the Hippocratic Oath. A solemn vow to do no harm. Well, roughly that's what it means. I don't want to get into interpreting dusty Latin textbooks. But that core sentiment of the medical community runs counter to what we're trying to accomplish here. Doctors shouldn't put their patients' welfare first. Instead, their sole focus should be the collective good. You understand, of course.
I could see needing to strike a different balance here.
Is that a twinge of misguided conscience? You should work on suppressing that. So, enter the Vault-Tech Phoropter. A specialized piece of optometrist equipment that, yes, can improve a patient's eyesight. But potentially so much more. The prototype requires a bit, well, a lot. All right, a staggering quantity of radioactive material. But the results will be worth it.
Where am I gonna get that much nuclear material?
You're in luck. We chose this site for Vault 88 because our surveys indicate that there's a rich source of uranium deeper inside the caves. So, dig deep and get what we need.
Someone's coming. Look who it is. Underestimate us again.
Nuka-Cola, but the soda's free.
Everyone's tired. We need more beds down. Here. Yes?
Just wanted to trade a few things.
Some people complain.
Excuse
Not
me.
me.
Looks
Just
like
happy
we
to
have
be
our
here.
first. Patient. Yes. Before we begin, Clem, how do you feel about children?
They're... alright, I guess.
You ever planning on having any?
I don't know. Why are you asking?
Just idle chatter. Go on.
Hi, you here for an eye exam with the this thing?
I guess.
Go ahead and get in.
So, what do I do?
Just stay still.
It keeps flashing.
I think that's normal.
What? What the? Ow!
This thing's not working!
What were you doing? I kept saying obey the overseer.
Well, that's just a quirk of the prototype. Nothing to concern yourself with.
Bullshit. This ain't the end of it.
I'll do well. Promise.
What the hell is your game? You invite Clem and me in here to experiment on us? You some sort of sicko?
There's nothing sinister going on. You're just imagining things.
I don't buy it, pal. Any of it. At least up in the Commonwealth, everyone's up front about trying to kill you or rip you off. Come on, Clem. Let's leave. These guys are assholes.
But I can't! The power cycle! Gotta pedal some more when I'm done here.
Run while you can, Clem.
So, one of our residents left. Well, it'll be easy enough to replace her. The important thing is that our work is progressing admirably.
These devices are making people angry. You shouldn't take it lightly.
You have a point. We will transition to retention after R&D has concluded. This last experiment is my pride and joy. Following in the footsteps of Dr. Braun and the others, I have spent my time devising my very own prototype. Its premise is this. We are all flawed creatures, each with our own vices. What if our Vault didn't pointlessly try to stamp out these predilections, and instead harnessed them?
What vices are you talking about?
Well, greed. The schematic is for a slot machine. I designed it to be as enticing as possible. Choose the experimental parameters, and let's see how it fares in the field.
I've been told the Valentine Detective Agency signs are an eyesore, but they sure bring in the business.
Some people complain, but not me. Just happy to be here.
Let's check in with Clem.
Oh, hi. Listen, I just need another try on that machine. My luck's about to turn around. I can feel it.
Yes, Clem. You find some more money. That slot machine will pay out soon.
Now we just need a variety act and some crime bosses, and our casino's set.
Ah, you're famous. Wit. It's done. Finally. Hundreds of years of refining and planning. And you did marvelously. Vault-Tec would be so proud.
I did everything you asked. Can I go back to the power cycle? I really need to.
My, what gusto. I'm glad you like the cycle so much, Clem. With my life's work done, I think I will deliver our schematics to other vaults to improve their lives.
Vault 88 needs you, and your guidance. We can't afford to lose our overseer.
How touching. Sentiment shouldn't matter in this calculus, but somehow it does. I will stay. And together, we will make Vault 88 a beacon of hope for the future.
I just need to trade gear with you.
Good neighbors crazy. Thefts, murders, worse. Sometimes you just gotta escape a little to make it through the day.
I hear you. It's a mess out there.
It's rough in the best of days. But now, you ever listen to the Silver Shroud? Huh, that's what we need. No matter how bleak things got, he saved the day.
What can you tell me about the Shroud?
He's from the radio shows. I've listened to all 419 episodes. And the holiday special. He's the best. Better than Grognak and Man-to-Man combined.
My family and I used to listen to every new episode.
You mean when they first aired? How? The last broadcast was hundreds of years ago.
Aren't there other survivors from that time?
Oh, sure. There were a lot of us schools that lived back then, but none of us looked as good as you. Are you really that old?
I was in cryogenic storage for a long time. I only just woke up.
Oh man, that's amazing! You're just like Mr. Abominable from episode 83.
Who's Mr. Abominable?
He was a caveman, got frozen in an iceberg from prehistoric times. When they thawed him out, he went on a rampage. It took the Shroud and Man-to-Man combined to take him down. Boy, if you just woke up. The world these days must take some getting used to.
How did you get used to everything?
Mainly I focused on survival. It got real bad after the bombs fell. For a long while, I tried not to think of the good old days. Just too painful. But it's all we got now. So we gotta try and make it better. I got a question for you. What if the Silver Shroud was real? With his black trench coat and gleaming silver submachine gun? I got a plan to bring him to life. So we can fight bad guys and give the rest of us a symbol of something better.
Good on you for trying to make the world better.
Yeah, most folks refuse to be bothered.
I just have to do something, you know? I've built my own custom machine gun. Even better than the one in the show. But to make this work, I still need the most important piece. The genuine Silver Shroud costume herself. And they actually got one here in Boston. They made it for the TV show. Will you help?
I'll get the costume for you.
You're gonna do this? For real? Before the bombs fell, they were filming the Silver Shroud pilot over at Hubris Comics. So that's where you'll find it. You're the best.
Nice.
So this is where they filmed that god-awful TV show.
Nice.
So much knowledge was lost when the bombs hit. Good to see someone trying to bring... it back.
Sweet. I got your costume, Kent. And some other goodies you might like.
There she is, pretty as the posters. The Silver Shroud costume herself. And memorabilia, too? You're something else. Together with my gun, everything's all set.
What are you planning next?
I'm still working that out. Some details I want to run by you. Well, after you give me the costume, that is.
Here you go.
After all these years, the Silver Shroud is born again. But there's just one problem. I'm just not Silver Shroud material. I could be Rhett Reinhardt, or his butler, Jarvie Blake. But the Shroud is strong, capable.
What happens to the suit?
Oh, I have an idea who should wear it. You up for being the Silver Shroud? You already got your own origin story and everything. What with the cryovault and all.
Looks like I get to be the Shroud. Yay.
The costume and gun are yours, so you patrol Good Neighbor's streets, and I'll call in any crimes on my radio station. Here's some calling cards, I guess. When you dispatch justice, leave them behind. That way, everyone knows the Silver Shroud has returned. Time to fight crime!
Kent.
I'll call in any bad guys I see. Sadly, in Good Neighbor, that won't take long.
Hey.
I'm listening.
Galaxy News Radio. walks the streets of Boston. One man lurks in the shadows, shielding the innocent, judging the guilty. That guardian is the Silver Shroud. Today's episode, the mystery of Mayor Murphy.
Calling all Silver Shroud fans. A once-in-a-lifetime announcement.
Huh?
The Silver Shroud returns and he's gonna clean up the streets. Everyone heard how Wayne Delancey murdered Miss Selmy and her kid over a few lousy caps. Death is coming for you, Wayne.
Galaxy News Radio. When evil walks the streets of Galaxy News Radio.
Hey,
Go ahead. Here's what I've got.
When evil walks the streets of Boston, one man lurks in the shadows, shielding the innocent, judging the guilty. That guardian is the Silver Shroud. Today's episode, Fat Fahey's Folly.
Come on, Dollface. It's right through here.
Aw, gee, Polly. I ain't never been in a secret gangster hideout before.
What the? Paulie, you dumb jamoke. What's the big idea? Bringing a dame into our hideout. Into my hideout. Nah, relax, boss. She's all right. Ain't you all right, Wendy? Cindy? Yeah.
It's Candy. And yeah, of course I'm all right. I'm just a young, dumb girl in love with a handsome, dangerous man.
Ah, brother. All right. The skirt can stay, but close that door. Last thing we need is...
The Silver Shroud, infiltrating your nefarious lair.
Holy cannoli! It's the nightmare of night, the deceptive detective, the dark dick! Paulie, you idiot! You were duped! That's no normal dame!
Quite right, you custodian of criminality. For I am not Candy, the captivating
What's with the
companion.
fancy duds?
It is
Looks
I,
expensive.
the mistress of mystery.
Might be I found a new
I have
friend.
clouded Polly's paltry perceptions to gain access to your den.
Your crimes have gone unpunished for too long.
What the hell's wrong with you? Well,
Your mistake
nothing a
is
few
our
bullets
game.
won't cure. You mess with me, let me dead.
Death has come for you, evildoer, and I am its shroud.
Oh, no! Okay. Whatever you want, Shroud. I'll do it. Just don't kill me, too.
Pathetic and predictable.
I'm gonna bring on the
when
pain.
faced with fear. The cocksure culprit. Why, the joviality Fahey. I, the Silver Shroud, have got you dead to rights. Yet you persist in
someone
this
should make use
mindless
of it.
guffawing. Not the behavior I'd expect of a criminal mess.
Friend of the show, Jerry, is here.
Is this thing on? Hello? Hello?
It's on. We're recording in here. Aw, man.
Wait. So let me get this straight. There was an old Chinese submarine in the harbor? Jeez, now I heard everything.
Great. The Silver Shroud's dispatched justice already. Miss Selmy has been avenged.
Shit, the Shroud off Wayne? Wait, so this guy's actually for real?
Oh, you better believe it.
Yeah?
So, Jerry, go on. Tell the listeners about what we're talking about.
Right. So AJ, you know the chem dealer by Bobby's. He's doing good for himself. Says he's got a whole new market. Kids. Even with his garbage chems, he's just raking in the caps.
You hear that? Sounds like the Silver Shroud has another bad guy to deal with.
Why? This Shroud guy, he's gonna muscle in on the chem trade now?
No.
Yeah?
He's gonna do something about it. AJ's selling to kids. And his chems have killed people.
I hope you're buying.
I don't
Even
get
a
it.
girl with an arson.
Mm-hmm. I've got a few minutes to browse.
Each weapon test.
Whatever.
Galaxy News Radio. Galaxy News Radio.
When evil walks the streets of
Mr.
Boston,
Valentine.
one man
Mr.
lurks
Valentine.
in the shadows,
The Silver
shielding the innocent, judging the guilty. That guardian is the Silver Shroud. Today's episode, Into the Robot's Den.
Hi there. Have we met?
No,
That's
no.
all of them. Fat Fays, Mobbots, have been sent back to the mechanical hell that spawned them.
Yes, my choleric companion. And no,
Tall guy.
robotic
Gambler,
hellspawn
goes
they
by
were.
Hank.
But not
just
Fat
wanted to
Fahey's. For he himself
Oh,
presented
Keep your hands where I can see them.
someone else is actually
Give him my
The
book, will
master
you?
of it all.
Hey,
You're
look at the
right.
clown.
But who?
This is my turf,
Dearest
clown.
mistress of
And I
mysteries,
don't appreciate
you and I
what you
have
call
battled
them
Boston's rogues gallery
trespassers.
for years. This is someone new.
Peddling poison to kids, are we? Today you face the Silver Shroud!
Who you say? Oh, for Christ's sake. You can't put you up to this? He keeps moaning about the poor little kids. What the hell, right? Tell you what. I'll pay you, let's say 50 caps just to shut up about it. And, maybe get Kent off my back. All right?
He's still talking.
Stop selling to children, miscreant, or face my wrath!
You're through, son.
Screw you. Waste the free.
One condition. Yeah, what did he ever do for me, huh? Okay, so he created me. Whoop-de-doo. Who needs a father who sends his kids out to die?
Silver Shroud. I sense the truth in this clockwork. Shall I?
Use your blade of bastard to free the Mobbot's head from its now destroyed body. Sweet freedom! Thanks, Dollface! Now tell us, who is your creator? The robotic puppet master pulling your twisted wires? Speak, you decapitated electronic evildoer! That will spoil all the fun. You gotta see for yourself. Come on, let's be feet to the big warehouse down at Pier 12.
The Silver Shroud's bringing justice to good neighbor. You bad guys better look out. And now, a special update. The villainous assassin Kendra was recently spotted at the third rail. The same Kendra who bombed Little Joe's shack and killed 4 innocent drifters. If you want to see the Silver Shroud in action, stay near Whitechapel Charlie. The Shroud's sure to interrogate him to find the evildoer's whereabouts.
Galaxy News Radio.
When evil walks the streets of Boston, one man lurks in the shadows, shielding the innocent, judging the guilty. That guardian is the Silver Shroud. Today's episode, The Mechanist Unmasked.
I toss out the troublemakers. You keep that in mind.
Heads up.
Go on. Whatever you need.
Pit of fire. Reminds me of our adventure against the
Chelsea Mingler, mistress?
Indeed, Stalwart Shroud. But that malformed murderer was but a muppet compared to the malignancy of the Mechanist.
Malignant, am I? No, mistress of mystery. What you mistake for evil is actually enlightenment. Only I, the Mechanist, truly understand the folly of humankind. The flesh is weak. Metal is the future of Massachusetts. The only future you have is a long nap in a deep hole, Mechanist. To me, you're just another two-bit hustler with delusions of grandeur. And by the way, you're not fooling anyone with that cheap getup. You're as human as the rest of us.
Stalwart Shroud, glance skyward and see. Our newfound friend, the head of the bodiless bot. And it would seem he's biting through our bindings.
Hey down there, Mechanist, you robot wannabe. Remember me? No? I didn't think so. That's the problem. You
Whether this brotherhood of spirits, I'm not buying that weak
Hey, Charlie.
Make way for paying customers. You look like one of them wankers from the postage. What you wearing that for?
You look upon the Silver Shroud! I seek a miscreant named Kendra.
Shroud, then? Nothing. Kendra is not one to be trifled with. People associated with her have a habit of being found face down in a ditch. If you're set on meeting her, for a fee it can be arranged.
By order of our master, the Mechanist, you will...
Can you spare a few details on her, at least? On the house?
You got to have finesse to be an assassin. Kendra's a murderer. A very skilled murderer. Listen, mate, the combat scan shows you know what you're about. Save your caps, buy a lager instead.
It is not wise to stand between the Silver Shroud and righteous justice.
Justice? You mean to end her? In that case, her flat's just south of Good Neighbor. Water Street Apartments. Look out for the blighters she's got with her. Nasty piece of business, that. Good luck.
Charlie.
My client appreciates the work you do with his rat problem.
You may have defeated my robot children.
Let's see what you have.
Here's to drowning sorrows.
Silver Shroud, he's armed with your silver shooter, your most revered rifle.
So he is, mistress. So he is. All right, Mechanist. It's your move. Shoot! If you've got the chutzpah.
That is...
I have been waiting for this moment a long time, Silver Shroud.
Thank you. Hey, Charlie.
What'll it be?
The age of the robots.
I've got a few minutes.
Don't have more than you...
Now, die.
I'll be right back.
Silver Shroud.
Hey,
the
Magnolia.
bullets, they bounced,
You again.
ricocheted
It's
right
my
off
lucky
your
day.
raiment. Right
What do you
back at...
need?
The Mechanist. That's right, mistress.
What's your story? How'd you end up singing here?
Oh, I flew into town like any songbird does, on a heavy wind with a wounded wing. Well, this place has a stage, I needed to sing, and Whitechapel Charlie needed customers, so here we are. Was there anything else?
Whitechapel Charlie's been here a long time, I take it.
Well, he never talks too much about his past. Neither do I, really. I guess that's why we get along. You should get to know him, though. Order a drink first. He always wants to talk business after someone's had a few. And was that all? You need anything else?
Come on. Tell me the whole story. Who were you before all this?
You really want to know? It's all in the songs. Everything I am. Now, can I help you with anything else?
Any chance I could steal you away for an evening?
I don't think that would be a good idea. Something else I can help you with?
Of course. It all
Nothing.
sense.
I'll leave you to it.
Well, you know where to find me.
My death. In that alley.
Better keep your irons.
Hey!
Jeez, why'd you go into that?
Because he could have made us, that's why. You want to spend another stretch in the propane? See what's in this fancy case. Nothing. Papers, no cash, it's worthless.
One to waste,
Ah,
did we?
get his wallet. A suit like this has got to have something.
All right. Let's see. $20, a driver's license. Oh, man. We done it this time. You know who this is? We just wasted Mayor Murphy.
What? The Mayor Murphy? What in the blazes was he doing? Up in Scully Square.
A mystery, to be sure.
Who said that? Show yourself.
You have murdered a man in cold blood. Justice must be served.
It's the Silver Shroud. Let's get out of here.
I ain't afraid of the Silver Shroud. You hear me? Come out and I'll do you like I did the mayor.
Death has come for you,
And
evildoer.
you're
And
the
I
crazy one in the
am its
closet. Wayne
shroud.
Delancey's killer. You have no idea who you're dealing with. I do so like it when the little bug crawls willingly into the spider's webs.
My work here is done. Or is it?
You have taken your last life, villain. You stole my line.
And Boston leaderless. Why? Emerge from the shadows, villain. For this the justice of the Silver Shroud.
What will become of our stalwart hero? Find out what happens next week. Another exciting episode of The Silver Shroud. You've been listening to Galaxy News Radio, a wholly owned subsidiary of Galaxy News Network.
Galaxy News Radio.
You're in for
When
it
evil
now.
walks the streets of Boston, one man lurks in the shadows, shielding the innocent, judging the guilty. That guardian is the Silver Shroud. Today's episode, the mystery of Mayor Murphy.
Did good.
Slowly now. Reveal yourself.
Silver Shroud. Fret not, old friend. It's only me.
Mistress of mystery. What brings you to Scully Square on such a foul night?
Tracking our dear Mayor Murphy, who is up to some mischief.
The mayor. So he wasn't here in some kind of official capacity.
Hardly. Here, let me show you. The contents of the late mayor's case.
But these are real estate papers. Leases and deeds for most of the businesses in Scully Square.
Indeed they are, my intrepid investigator. It would seem our Mayor Murphy was involved in a rather...
They're here somewhere. You walk away from.
Some very bad people may be coming. It's not safe here. Please, don't come any closer. I don't know you. Just go away.
Hi.
I don't know you. Just go away.
He's the mayor around here. Elected by himself, accepted by everyone. The memory den's great. Just don't get hooked.
That's all of them. Fat face.
Guess what someone tells me? Some costume freak is operating in Good Neighbor. And the
Yes,
kicker
my
is,
choleric
it ain't
companion.
me. How should I
know.
feel about this?
Robotic hellspawn they were, but not Fat Fahey's.
This neighborhood is ill. I am the cure.
You're priceless. Like the Silver Shroud herself, I guess. Walked right out of a comic book. Priceless. You've been busy scaring people, bashing in a few faces. I respect that, so far. But I gotta ask, one freak to another. Why the getup?
Many have sought to pierce the shroud, to no avail.
You just don't stop. Stay you, pal. The lowlifes you took out all belong to the same asshole. And that asshole's planning some old-fashioned revenge on you. You dig? Fortunate for you, I want Sinjin to take a dirt nap. He's taken 2-bit Raider outfits and made them scary. Small fish now, but if left alone...
He will be judged for his crimes.
Trust me, he needs a lot of judging. Got a lead on 2 of his own, Smiling Kate and Northy. Smiley is gathering a posse to take you out. And Northy is just running scared. Hired himself some goons and is holding up in Prospect. Just keep piling those body bags up until you find the location of the big guy himself.
Ha! Sinjin thinks he's above judgment, but no one is safe from the Silver Shroud!
Don't get killed. You deal with Sinjin, and I'm inclined to show you some gratitude. You feel me?
Ha! Sweet free.
Hey.
If it isn't the girl behind the costume. You've been really naughty, Mrs. Shroud, making all my friends so nervous with your calling cards. Taking out Sinjin's favorite toy soldiers. But now it's time to rip your goddamned heart out!
I'm gonna tell you fucking
Anything useful?
Shit! Lost him.
Something out there.
Got a beat on us.
Kendra and Delancey are 6 feet under. The Silver Shroud claim the hits. Northy, St. John wants you to keep up the recruiting efforts. We need more warm bodies after we deal with the costume. And don't worry, Kate's gathering a bunch of meatheads to take the Shroud out. The boss ain't happy. Now's not a time for failure. He's getting personally involved. He's gonna pay the Shroud's flunky friend a special visit in Goodneighbor. After he's done with that, he'll check in. He'll expect results.
Wanna hear something spooky? There's this old insane asylum up north.
Oh, it's you. Oh, sugar. I told Kent all that hero stuff was going to get you both killed. Oh, God. Oh, God.
Calm yourself. The Shroud is here to help.
Please, stop. That's what got Kent into trouble in the first place. A dozen raiders barged in and snatched him. When they took him away, they left you a message. Just listen to Kent's radio station. It keeps playing it over and over again.
What are you doing?
St. John, all clear.
This is the Shroud's headquarters. So you must be the Silver Shroud's little friend.
Yes.
If you want to see your friend alive, Shroud, meet me at Milton General Hospital.
Don't do it, Shroud. It's a trap. Save yourself. Ah! Ah! Oh my God!
Bet this place helped a lot of people. Who's there?
Going down.
Over here!
Need some cover fire over here!
what I was hoping for. Trundling around looking for something that wants to blow me to flinders.
Hey.
I'm listening.
Going up. Second floor.
Where'd that little bitch go?
That's it.
Come on, little girl. Let's do this. Playing games with me, huh?
Going down.
Shroud! I want to talk with you! I'm gonna say it again. Hold, assholes. Anyone turns heel, I'm coming for you and your family. And you, Shroud, you step any closer, and we get to see what's inside Ken's head.
If you have something to say, I'm listening.
Some of these losers think you're some sort of legend. Like you walked straight out of a comic book. But you and I know,
You're human. And you're weak. You came here and for what? Your little sidekick?
Friends don't make you weak. They make you strong.
I can play you like a chump because you care about a weakling like this, and you think that's strength? So what's gonna happen is this. I'm going to kill Kent. Then we're gonna shoot the hell out of you. Nothing's gonna be left but paste. Then, I'm going to Good Neighbor and kill every last worthless bastard there and burn the whole thing down. No one screws with St. John.
What happens is this. Everyone that points a gun at me dies. Every last one.
Jesus. St. John can't do anything to us if he's dead.
Cowards! Cowards!
What happens...
Jesus.
Cowards! Cowards!
Kent.
I've never been so happy to see anyone in my entire life.
Are you all right?
My leg is killing me. But it could have been so much worse. I just give up. On all of it. Crime fighting just isn't what I thought it'd be.
Really? After all this, you're just giving up?
I knew it was bad out there. But this... I don't even think the Silver Shroud himself could fix this disaster area.
If you just quit, then the bad guys have already won.
You're right. But I'm tired. I just want to go home. I'm going back to Good Neighbor. Really, thanks for saving me. But I'm just done.
Just let us live.
What you admiring? The clothes, the man wearing them?
I just need time to recover,
Try chess?
you know?
Sometimes you need to sacrifice a piece to keep the game.
The deed is
Keep that in
done. The dreaded St. John breathes no more.
All by your lonesome, you took down the big bad St. John. We get to walk that tightrope of freedom one more day. Take this for the effort.
You have any other work?
You've done plenty of work already, pal. Ah, Ken, my man. Why the long face? You got what you wanted.
I was tortured. Almost died. It's not like the radio plays at all.
Hey, who hasn't been tortured from time to time? The price of throwing down with the man is always a few scars. Pick yourself up. Good Neighbor's just a bit safer thanks to the two of you.
What would the Shroud be without his faithful friend, Rhett Reinhardt?
This means a lot to me. I'm gonna need some time to heal, you know? But then I got a special project in mind, just for you. I'll fire up my radio station if I make any progress.
We didn't get to the top of this town.
Hancock.
What's the word?
Hey there.
Got a lot on my mind. Excuse me.
Hi.
I've been thinking about what you and Hancock said. I've decided I can't give up, but I'm no fighter. Maybe at least I can keep tinkering, though. To try to make your Shroud costume even better.
What sort of upgrades are we talking about?
The armor plating is good, but it could be better. And maybe I can make a few other...
Hey there.
Sorry, Shroud. I don't have any upgrades ready.
Getting hungry.
I have so much data on the world.
Your return tells me the workbench must be ready.
Ada?
Your return tells me the workbench must be ready. The robot workbench is
Walk 100 miles. Another day in the Commonwealth.
Ada,
Are you ready to install the radar beacon?
it's time. Let's do this.
Good. The installation should be simple. Once I'm in the robot workbench, just install the radar beacon and I'll do the rest. Shall I go with you? Or meet you there?
Yeah, come with me.
Let's be on our way.
Out here, you gotta take things one day at a time.
I trust you enjoy my company.
What are you been hammer and nails sort of guy? Credit card's right, we stand to make a whole lot of money. At least it's not raining. Anytime you want me to carry some of that valuable gear you're lugging, definitely be easier to see our targets in the daytime. Really use a sword. Gotta be honest with you, you feel more comfortable watching ceiling stuff. Keep leading and I'll follow you. That was the deal, right? Get this show on the road. You point and I'll shoot. Pretty simple arrangement. I always wanted to say that. Nice day today. Perfect for travel.
Since we talked, I'm feeling swell. Look at the two of us here in Sanctuary. Prepared for
Heads up.
the future.
I'd be happy to help if I can.
Ada.
A moment. The modification was successful. New hardware has been detected and software is updating. And installation complete. Analyzing Mechanist hardware. The radar beacon is receiving a strong encrypted signal, but I can't determine the source.
Do you think the Mechanist knows we're tampering with the beacon?
I've already added failsafes to ensure my location is secure, and prevent any unintended commands the signal may issue. Unfortunately, one of that will help us determine the signal's source.
It's a good start, at least.
Absolutely. With some additional assistance, I should be able to decrypt the signal and locate the Mechanist. Fortunately, I'm detecting another robo-brain in the Commonwealth that's receiving the same signal.
Which means the one I destroyed isn't the only robo-brain under the Mechanist's control.
Yes, and we can use this to our advantage. The encryption on the source signal is complex, but not beyond solving. If you can bring me 2 additional beacons, they should provide the keys and algorithms that I need to enhance my decryption routines.
Are you sure this'll work?
I've calculated a 96.9% chance of success. Given your capabilities, I believe the odds to be in our favor.
All right. Let's do it.
I'm uploading the location of the Robo-Brain to your Pip-Boy now. Just be careful. These robots tend to travel in groups, so you're likely to encounter heavy resistance.
Didn't expect help from a stranger. Thanks.
You looking for a new place to settle?
Could be. Why, do you know of somewhere good?
I sure do.
Thanks. See you there in a day or two.
What the?
Why's it gotta be so quiet?
Opening fire!
Heads up.
Let's get this done!
Must be going crazy.
Well done, man.
Look alive.
Can you see them, man?
look alive. Here you go, Ada. One slightly dented but still functional radar beacon.
It's a rather pleasant evening, wouldn't you say? What can I do? Did you hear that?
Disappearing act. Huh?
Never fear, ma'am. We'll emerge victorious.
I got all day.
Hey.
Yes.
Hey, Ada.
Well, with any luck, the beacon you gave me will help us trace the Mechanist's signal. I'm going to begin my decryption routine, but it could take a while. In the meantime, I've picked up another RoboBrain beacon signal. It should be the last one you'll need to collect.
So where exactly is the last RoboBrain located?
Yes. That would be helpful, wouldn't it? If my calculations are correct, the signal is coming from... Oh, this isn't good. Location confirmed. The RoboBrain is at Fort Hagen Satellite Array, which means it's in the hands of the Rust Devils.
Who, or what, are the Rust Devils?
Allow me to explain. My old caravan encountered them once while crossing the river into the city. The Rust Devils are a group of ruthless raiders who utilize robots for their nefarious practices. They scour the Commonwealth looking for my kind. What they can't capture and reprogram, they strip for spare parts. I realize they pose a greater threat to me than you. I just want you to be well informed. That being said, despite what lies ahead, I can easily continue to decrypt the signal as we proceed. So shall we be on our way? If they're out there, we'll find them. May as well take what we can. They won't be getting their guns any longer.
Hey.
How may I be of service?
need to...
Shit, must have scared him off.
I come to warn you of a new scourge who stalks the innocent and destroys my robot allies who only seek to save lives. This scourge cares nothing for the progress we have made, but we will find her and bring her to justice. People of the Commonwealth, it is I, the Mechanist. I come to warn you of a new scourge who stalks the innocent and destroys my robot allies who only seek to save lives. This scourge cares nothing for the progress we have made, but we will find her and bring her to justice. People of the Commonwealth, it is I, the Mechanist. I come to warn you of a new scourge.
You don't look like one of the Rust Devils. What are you doing here?
What did the Rust Devils do to you?
They felt that by keeping my head online would prove useful to them. Fortunately for me, they're stupid enough to actually believe anything I say. Admittedly, it hasn't gotten me very far, but it has saved me from the same fate as my rather unfortunate comrades you see in pieces around you. Now, back to my original question. What are you doing
Hunting
here?
down a radar beacon.
A radar beacon? How very interesting. That's a very specific part to be searching for, and you don't look like the typical part scavenger type to me. I calculate a 98.8% chance that you're looking for the Mechanist. If I'm correct, and I usually am, then perhaps we can help each other with our respective predicaments.
How could I possibly help you?
Willing to listen? How surprising. I'll take that as a gesture of good faith as I describe our potential bargain. Now, how can I put this as simple as possible so someone at your processing speed can understand? In order to find the Mechanist, you're going to need more than just my radar beacon. You're going to need access to the facility. I'm willing to provide said access, but you'll have to fulfill two simple conditions. One, you need to get me as far away as you can from these lunatics. And two, find me a new body. Once both conditions are satisfied, I'll gladly provide you with everything you need. Do we have a deal?
How do I know you'll keep up your end of the bargain?
Even though there's a human brain floating in a biogel inside my head, I'm still bound by my original programming. It pains me to admit it, but one of my directives states that I cannot lie. Ever. So, while I'm not the most charming robot you've ever encountered, the last thing I'm going to do is violate an agreement we made. Now that we have that out of the way, do we have a deal?
Deal.
A wise decision. Once we're at our destination, I'll happily relinquish my radar beacon as a gesture of good faith. Now, I strongly suggest you stop loitering in the middle of a hostile location and get us both out of here at once. You really are taking the path of most resistance here, aren't you?
Disappearing act.
Based on my limited experience with you, I estimate a 65% chance of making it out of here. Not optimal. An increase in effort could have an impact on the odds. This is the one that ripped my head off. I demand we rip her head off. It's only fair. Had I a body, I would have killed her myself. Oh well. 6 of one, half dozen of the other. Good job, human. Thank goodness we are out of that hole. Don't think your job is done. I refuse to cooperate until you provide a body that meets my standards.
Hey.
How may I be of service?
Here you go, Ada. The final radar beacon. I'll need that head back when you're done.
Of course. Shouldn't take but a moment. There you go. Still in one piece. I'm not sure why you want the head back. All we needed was its radar beacon. Besides, robo-brains are notorious for being, well, a real pain in the neck.
What else do you know about the Meta?
Quite simply, it's the first time General Atomics produced a successful union between organic matter and robotics. The brain is used both as a control unit and a data storage unit, which is far more efficient than using standard circuits. Unfortunately, there were a lot of programming issues with these robots, which caused them to be a bit, shall we say, unhinged. Hopefully, this particular robo-brain will have some of the answers that we've been seeking.
A union of organic matter and robotics? Sounds an awful lot like a synth.
Not at all. The robo-brain was built with a very different design philosophy in mind. General Atomics' intent was to use the human brain to augment the robot's functions, primarily to accelerate the decision-making process. Free thought and individuality was never intended. These were expressly built like soldiers, to follow orders without question. The robo-brain's unfortunate tendency towards violence and aggression should be considered more of a malfunction than a calculated decision.
Now that you have the final radar beacon, will it be enough to track down the Mechanist's location?
I certainly hope so. I've already started the calculations while we've been having this conversation. That still doesn't explain why you need that head back.
We still need it, Ada. I believe it can help us access the Mechanist's facility.
Of course. It makes perfect sense that the Mechanist would not only keep its location a closely guarded secret, but would secure it against intrusion as well. I'm terribly sorry. I hadn't considered that possibility at all. I'm afraid when it comes to assisting humans, I'm not doing very well lately.
Don't be ridiculous. If it wasn't for you, we couldn't have gotten this far already.
That's kind of you to say. Ever since I let my friends die in that caravan, I feel like I've been failing in my duties. I chose the route we took the day we were attacked. Perhaps if I had selected an alternate route, they'd still be alive. Sometimes I wish that Jackson had programmed me with my personality mode set permanently to disabled.
You shouldn't think that way. Your personality helps you think creatively.
I always considered my personality to be a burden, but I suppose I've been looking at it incorrectly. I really think I needed to hear that from someone else. Thank you. Now I've distracted you for long enough. I'll finish up my calculations while you deal with our new friend, Jezebel. Hopefully, she'll be able to grant us access to the Mechanist's facility and we can put an end to this nonsense once and for all.
Make sure to stay warm.
World is bigger than strong. This was weakly. I'm glad to be rid of it.
I wonder what has happened elsewhere. Is what has befallen the Commonwealth big?
So much
Lessons
want to do more fighting. Someday, super mutants kill everything.
Maybe we should find a place to bed down for the night.
Interesting. This body you've selected for me isn't quite what I had envisioned, but it will have to suffice.
What kind of a body were you expecting?
Considering I look like a junk bot that's been hastily welded together by an amateur, I'd say almost anything else would have been better. However, I suppose I shouldn't be surprised, given your limited skill set derived from your equally diminished intelligence.
I'm sorry you feel that way. It's the best I could do.
Yes. Well, it's certainly better than being stuck to a machine surrounded by rust devils poking and prodding me for their amusement. Look, it's obvious we don't care for each other's company, which suits me just fine. So, why don't you ask me everything you wanted to know, and then I'll be on my way.
Why did General Atomics make you so uncooperative?
I haven't the faintest idea of what you're talking about. I am a top-of-the-line model, with an efficiency rating that makes Mr. Handy look like a glorified toaster oven. When given a set of instructions, I will complete them without question, and without error. Now, were there any other ridiculous questions you wanted to ask?
You aren't stuck here. You could leave if you wanted.
You've created an interesting stalemate between us. Something I didn't expect you to be capable of. I'm impressed. It's been a long time since I've been outsmarted. Why don't you go ahead and ask me your questions?
Tell me everything you know about the Mechanist.
Now there's a fascinating subject. The Mechanist. Amazingly adept at programming. A veritable genius with electronics. I'm not surprised you're interested. I've been dutifully carrying out the Mechanist's instructions to help the people of the Commonwealth for quite a long time.
Helping the people of the Commonwealth? You?
Absolutely. It's my primary directive. The Mechanist instructed me to seek out and help the people of the Commonwealth. By my calculations, the easiest way to help a human is simply to destroy it. There's no point in prolonging a laughably fragile life. It's the most efficient way to assist them. Any other effort to help tends to result in numerous complex side effects.
The Mechanist gave you these instructions? To kill people?
Well, not exactly. The specific instruction was to help people. I merely interpreted the most efficient way to perform my duties. Assisting a human to the best of my abilities only affords a 25% survival rate. That means there's a 75% chance that despite my efforts, the human I'm assisting will die from something beyond my control. Therefore, it's better to hasten the human's death and put them out of their likely chance of misery than to deplete my limited time. It's actually quite elementary, but given your minimal intellect, I suppose I shouldn't be surprised you don't understand.
And you're going to be a brain pate if you don't tell me how to access the Mechanist facility.
There's no need to be rude. It's rather simple, really. In order to gain entry to the Mechanist facility, you're going to need to outfit one of your robots with an MSAT modification. I'll upload the plans to your Pip-Boy device. There. I've fulfilled my portion of our agreement. Perhaps I'll remain here for a while and see how things resolve between yourself and the Mechanist. Purely for my own amusement, of course. I suspect you'll have quite a tale to tell once you return. But then again, I'd be surprised if you ever return at all. Haven't you already interfered enough? Go away.
It's always fascinating watching you create. What can I do for you?
Ada.
I trust you've completed your business with Jezebel. I hope she wasn't too difficult.
Is there a chance these robots could be misinterpreting orders?
Yes, I've considered the possibility. The contradictory nature of the Mechanist's broadcasts are troubling. But the truth is, regardless of intent, the Mechanist needs to be stopped. These robots are too much a threat. Were you able to discover how to gain access to the Mechanist?
Think we can trust what Jezebel said? I'm hoping she doesn't have her own interpretation of the word access, too.
We'll soon find out. What did she have to say?
I need to outfit a robot with something called an MSAT. Jezebel gave me the plans.
A custom modification that acts as a key to the Mechanist facility. Very smart. In fact, chances are high the MSAT may be required for multiple access points, like a robot identification card. As for my task, I was able to decrypt the signal with the final radar beacon. The source is coming from a Robco sales and service center, most likely a front for a larger operation. It's time to take the offensive. Have you formulated a plan?
It's time to confront the Mechanist.
I hope you're allowed the opportunity. I too am curious as to what the Mechanist would have to say. Now, if you're ready, I believe you have an MSAT to install.
Please, let me see.